I would say your life will change. My life changed drastically. My name is Michelle Falletta, and I'm a full-time mom, homemaker. I love gardening, I love camping, love just hanging out with my kids. I came to Brain Restore Centers because I was just at a very, very low point in my life. I've always had a lot of mental health things kind of, over the years, but very manageable, as many people do. Had a career, all kinds of stuff. But then just over time, things got worse, and I was at a point where I felt like I was just disappearing from my life. I felt like it was almost like a dementia coming on. I was just slipping away. Some of the symptoms I was experiencing were just major fatigue, major brain fog, stuttering, not only in speech, but that's just what I call it, that what my brain was doing. It was just this, hard to describe, it was just a stutter. The fatigue was mental, physical, emotional, just overwhelming. My biggest fear was that I would just completely disappear mentally and emotionally. I want to be very present in my kids' lives, my husband's, my family, and my own life. So I just felt like I was going away, and it was terrifying. I found Brain Restore Centers by just Googling, just kind of looking at my symptoms, looking, at ways that I could fix myself, really. And it was just something called to me. I was intrigued right away. I had faith right away before even coming here. And thankfully that continued once I came and met you guys. My experience at Brain Restore Centers was fantastic. I came in for my brain scan, got great information, felt very welcome, felt like they were confident in what they were doing. And I didn't feel like I was being sold something. I didn't feel any pressure whatsoever. I just felt warmth. And my experience going through the treatment process was really great. I felt like it was it was streamlined as far as, it was a simple process. I didn't feel insecure or, unsure or anything like that. It was great with the exercises that I was taught, very basic but very helpful. The laser, the H-bot, the neurofeedback, and things like that were just wonderful experiences. And the big, huge thing for me was that when things weren't going so great for me, they pivoted my treatment and were flexible and were able and had answers. And what those answers were, just, a little bit of a change in my treatment worked and got me right back to where I needed to be and continue on. So it was fantastic. For those that may be just unsure about starting the program, first of all, I say just do it. But if you're on the fence about trying out this program, I will tell you, for me personally, the leap of faith was well worth it. The financial aspect of it was difficult, but well worth it. I don't even want to think about where I'd be without this program. So we made it happen, and we're so thankful, that we did. But just know, if you can just be diligent about coming to these appointments and just leaning into it, I would say your life will change. My life changed drastically. My life today compared to when I first came in is exponentially better. Just wildly better. I'm present of mind. I have energy again. I've always been a glass half full person, and to be able to really embrace that again about myself, have my sense of humor back, things like that are just astounding. I still have my ups and downs. I still have tired times, tired days, but nothing at all like where I was. I can be just so grateful every day, even in those moments, or, a day of being reminded to rest, really, is what I try to think of it as, So yeah, there's definitely ups and downs, but just, wow, just unbelievably different, and I'm so grateful.